Less than a century ago, nearly every wolf in the lower 48 had been poisoned, trapped, or shot. During their darkest hour, wolves persisted only in remote forests near Lake Superior, and during a cold winter in 1949, they crossed the ice to Isle Royale National Park.
There hadn't been very many studies done on wolves, I would say by the 50s really. So Durward Allen from Purdue University took a great interest in the fact that there were wolves on the island where there was a large population of moose. And he got a grant from the National Science Foundation to do a study on Isle Royale. We started that in 1958, finished it in 1962, published an article in National Geographic about it. So that kind of put the wolf in a different light. A lot of people at that time thought, well, the wolf can just go around killing anything it wants, anytime it wants, and all that. And this kind of gave it a different picture.
With wolves in the spotlight, a long-term study was born, one that's continued uninterrupted for nearly 60 years.
I've always felt that the Isle Royale study had quite a bit to do with the change in attitude about wolves.
But as wolf populations expanded across the country, the wolves of Isle Royale fell on hard times. Their numbers plummeted and tragedies piled up. By 2015, only 3 were left, one with severe deformities. Isolation had taken its toll.
There's no question, there's no controversy about the problem. The nature of the problem is very clear. This is a genetic problem.
It's not questioned if the wolves are going to go extinct. They are. They're inbred. They may be close at this meeting.
And in fact, if a moose kicks one of the 2 to death, game over.
Our Royale National Park is on the cusp of national policy issues that relate to how to manage species in times that are changing and making it very difficult for them to survive. What should we do for what reasons?
The fix is amazingly straightforward. Bring in wolves that would restart that population.
If we were to put even one more wolf out there, then whatever happens from here on out is going to be tainted by what humans did.
For us to, at this point, sit on our hands and say we can't act is, to me, to be tremendously irresponsible.
A lot of people think that somehow science sort of tells us, do this. Science doesn't tell us to do this. Our values do that.
It's useful to think a little bit about what kind of a place Isle Royale is. And so Isle Royale is a place where you have a top predator, the wolf, that's not persecuted or hunted by humans at all. And then you have the moose population that's not hunted by humans. And then you have a forest that's not logged. That condition used to exist in every forest on the planet throughout the Northern Hemisphere. And I now believe that Isle Royale is the last place. That's what we're about to lose. And what does it take to save it?